Q1 2023 has been an interesting quarter. It's certainly been a good quarter. At the end of Q4 2022, we'd seen a bit of a dip. There was quite a bit of trepidation due to negativity in the wider sort of economic and sort of political market outside of obviously the recruitment sphere. I would say that there was trepidation coming in, but by the end of January, particularly in the recruitment market, there was a massive increase in confidence. We saw that not only obviously from a recruitment standpoint, but that was largely due to the fact that the financial services world had sort of picked up, predominantly in the fintech world. Lots of our clients who are linked to the fintech side of things, really started switching on towards the end of January. That's largely been driven by outside of the UK. So we've seen huge uptick in the US. The confidence in the US has always been pretty good, but that dipped slightly, but that's really come back strong. And we've also seen Europe has really sort of followed suit there and done the same thing. What's this led to? So ultimately the message is that the confidence has come up. We know this because suddenly there has been a massive influx in our clients that are now hiring. Everyone is now looking for the entry-level talent side of things to grow their businesses. Now the confidence is back. That kind of initial era of trepidation is now over, rightly or wrongly, but our clients are reporting that they are seeing record months again. Things are starting to pick up. We're finding that there is now a big war for the best talent, and we're seeing that through levels of compensation, the level of benefits that clients are willing to offer, and we're starting to see that candidates are starting to receive a lot more offers than they were previously, as the competition is really hotting up. Work ethic, self-starter mindset, and then emotional intelligence. Work ethic has always been a big deal, so not your typical kind of polished internship. If you've gone and done an internship for a large blue chip where you've largely made teas, been on some nice lunches, had some nice meetings, that doesn't really show an amazing work ethic. Whereas if you've gone and stacked shelves while studying, that shows a really good work ethic. So that's something that is particularly relevant to Q1. That is a big shift from it used to be the archetypal big academics, polished CV. We're finding now that people aren't bothered about that. It's much more about where have these people really worked hard? Where's the evidence of that? The people that are going to shine now are the ones who are willing to make the extra calls, the ones that are willing to stay a little bit longer, put a little bit more in, rather than just rely on market conditions to kind of carry them through. So work ethic's a big one. The next one I would say is this sort of self-starter mindset. It's a mindset of someone that wanted to actually go and build something, do something, start something, and have that kind of get up off your arse and go and do something mindset. All these kind of things are evidence of a mindset of someone that doesn't just want to stay still and is happy to just kind of sit there, which is obviously very prevalent in this world. Thirdly, I would say emotional intelligence. This is reflective of the fact that we don't have the very best market conditions that are ever out there. Emotional intelligence has always been key, but I think it's even more key now because it is a little bit tougher than what it was. Having that emotional intelligence means that when you're dealing with clients or candidates who may be worried about the market conditions at the moment, right from the get-go, graduates, new starters, associates are able to recognise that and really kind of mirror the trepidation that a client or a candidate may have, and that is something that is going to be very prevalent going into Q2. Okay, so Q1 2023 did see salaries rise, I would say quite significantly. This has been something that has come up. It's sort of stayed stagnant for quite a long time, but ultimately the cost of living crisis last year really kind of kicked off a trend. Quite rightly brought it back up. Trying to live in London on 20k is not the most fun thing to do, but people were managing it. Coming into this year, 2023, I would say that 25k is now the bottom end of it. If you're not around the 25k mark, you're gonna struggle now, just because that's what everyone else is paying. All other industries, not just recruitment, have come up, and that's become a bit of an expectation. It gives parents, ultimately, not just graduates, a level of confidence and security with regards to people are moving or relocating, particularly to London. We see that quite a lot. 25k is a much safer baseline, more comfortable baseline for graduates to start, and it is something that is being looked at. From the candidate side, there's increasing opportunities, but there is still a very high barrier to entry with regards to skill set and qualifications, due to the kind of classic mindset that we sort of mentioned earlier with regards to people still getting hooked up on profile rather than actual evidence-based work ethic, which is something that's starting to seep through now. Candidates are really struggling to set themselves apart. That's mainly due to the fact that the pandemic led to a mix-up in timelines. Your kind of archetypal went to university, got a job, or went travelling has really changed. That was very limited. So candidates are having to really stretch their legs and really squeeze the most out of their experiences with regards to their competencies, their character, their morals, why they're going to be good at the job, rather than just focusing on their previous work ethic. There is a big war for talent right now. The very best people we have, particularly on the graduate side, are being snapped up inside 2 days. If there's someone good that suits your business, you can bet your bottom dollar that they have 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 more companies that are quite interested in them. I would say the next trend would be making sure that you're fast. It's really important that you are selling your business and making sure you're getting across why your business is where they should be compared to anyone else. Don't be afraid to sell your business. They're going to join you based on things like your office culture, the progression, the pathways that are available. Look at existing success stories of people that are there. That's great. People really love that. So I would say employers need to make sure they literally look sexy as possible from a graduate perspective.